Rambo Last Blood. This movie sucks. This is the finale to my Rambo series. I will be announcing my next movie franchise I'm going to review next. Uh, I've enjoyed all these movies except 3 and this one. I do have a soft spot for this movie for a couple reasons. First of all, when I started out my main channel, this was the first rated R movie I ever reviewed. I'd never seen a rated R movie up until this point in a theater. This is the first one I ever watched. And that's why that review is really bad, because I'd never seen a movie that violent, and it, to me, it was like shocking, and I thought I needed to address it in the video. I was also raised in a religious household, so watching a movie like that did kind of mess with my brain a little bit. But actually sitting down and watching this one again, it's just not very good. First of all, this movie has nothing to say about the Rambo character. It's basically the movie Taken, except with Stallone. Basically, this girl, gets kidnapped. Stallone has to go rescue him, and it's fun because he murders the cartels, and it's very violent, and that's what you want to see happen. And there's some fun violence to it, but like it being a Rambo movie and being the last one, the epic finale to like the Rambo series, it doesn't do that very well because I mean, what is it really saying about the character? Nothing really. Uh, Except that, and the way he dies in this movie is like, all right. I think definitely in the Rambo franchise, the character needed to die to have a happy ending. But just not in the way it happened in this movie and the way this was put together. It just was not very well written. It was a very cliche movie because, again, it's just the movie Taken. Just not as good as Taken. And you could say that's kind of fine because you could just enjoy this as a dumb action movie. And to some degree, I enjoyed this movie like a dumb action movie. But it's still like I would never watch this movie again. It's just not good. Not a huge fan of this one. Very disappointing. Yeah, Rambo Last Blood is the worst of the franchise. I even think this one's worse than 3 just because at least 3 has a little bit more to say than this one and isn't just utterly bland and generic.